Hello. Uh, this is not something that this is I think more like updates in my life, and this is not really a happy announcement or a happy news that I want to share. It's the opposite actually. So this last month, which is February 2026, I got I got blessed because I got a chance once again to get teach my teacher, and that is just my prayer in that is just my prayer in January, especially because in January I also got blessed because I joined at the competitions, which is in a miraculous way. I just got directed to attending that exact competition, which is made me able to meet my teammate in KDMI again, which is my senior, which is my coach also. We're in different teams, but since then I just start prayer that I want to become a student again. I ask always for the very last time, just let me become his student again, and also in a miraculous way. In a miraculous way, in February, there's just the gap between my prayer and the answer for my prayer is so fast. I think it's just a week after I made those prayer, Allah just answered it and just makes it became true. Yeah, I got I got I became his student again for a month because I just losing my mind, and I just asked him directly whether he wants to teach us again because we are attending a competition, and uh, we really need his helps for teaching us. From the very start, I know it won't be last. I mean, I know it's just temporary because it's always happened in Caldeco. The things that I really love, it's always happened. It just happens short in a short time, and after that, I know it will pass really fast. And I also know this because from the very start, our contract is we are saying he's teaching us just for our preparation for competitions. And actually, I know from the start it won't be last. It Our contract is not like he will teach us again as a founder of Caldeco. He just accompany us because we are going to attend a competition, and here we are. this is Sunday, the 1st March 2026, and this is the second week of Ramadan, and the next week will be the third week. I Today it should be our last meet for this month of Ramadan. I knew it already. This will be our last meet because I will back home early, and I also already prepare myself for thinking that today will be our last meeting, so I will buy my friends in Caldeco and also my coach a donut from Jco for our breakfast, breaking our fast, and just enjoying my last time with them, especially with my coach Kak Esar, and because I knew maybe he won't teach us anymore. But all of a sudden, I just got informed from him that he can't attend our meeting today, and the impact is we don't have any meeting for today. And actually, when I got the answer, I kinda have a feeling already. My gut is dropped to the floor. I just can't feel the time is already past. Our time, my time to be his student is done. It's come to an end. I can feel it, but it's just still my instinct. Okay, I don't have any feelings at first, but that's why I asked him directly. That I explained to him. First, I asked him first that um, Kak, do you will be busy for the next weeks also, or maybe next week you have time for us? And he told me that maybe for the next week he also still busy. And after that, because that answer, I told him that um, so I think uh, we won't have any meeting anymore until April, because next week I'll already go home, because I go home at Friday, right? And I prepared myself for the answer, but I still have a really a small belief that, or hopes that, maybe he will teach us continuously, because I know he just teach us for the competitions, but maybe this thing that I shouldn't do actually, and that's also the lesson that I got. Like, I shouldn't put so much hope to a human, because it just makes yeah, you will be just disappointed when you are hanging your hopes towards human. And that's what happened to me when he answered my message. He just answered directly that, oh, I couldn't. And he just said when I told him that, kakak bisa gak gitu, kakak bakal ngajar gak, and he just answered that, oh ya udah gitu. Oh ya udah kalau gitu. And actually the answer is kind of directing that he is not going to teach us anymore, but it's just not clear for me. And I at the time I already feel like I'm so heartbroken at the time, which is this evening. I heartbroken already, but I'm still not sure. Maybe he just sending the message that it has ambiguous meaning, and maybe there's still change. I still think that there's hopes that maybe he just said that he can. It means for this month or something like that, not to answer the April one. So I asked him, so kakak nggak bisa ngajar lagi gitu, ask. And yeah, he said he can't teach us anymore, and just that is the answer. And after that, everything just became clear for me that, okay, the times is already come to an end. I can't do anything about that, and I can't force anything. But besides my feeling just so heartbroken, I feel like I got breaks into pieces right now. But I decided to write down the last message for him. I just told him that if only if I knew that last week will be our last meeting, surely me and my friends, we will prepare something for you as to say thank you to you. Like maybe we can buy a food or a souvenirs or something like that. That in this meeting for memories for you. Like you can keep it for yourself because I really want you to keep something from us because maybe we will never meet again, right? Especially for me, this is my last year too in university. I just knew that we won't meet again. Just I have also different path in my life, so I really want to give something to this person to say thank you for this. He's accompanying us this month, but also for every time he already accompanied me for especially because back then he is the one who stay um for letting me attending the meeting that he has with his high school students. I really want to say thank you for that. Maybe if I only I knew last week will be our last time, I will just like at least I will write a message, a letter, or draw him something or something like that. I will try my best to give him something. That's for sure. But I just don't know about that. I really think that this today will be our last meet, but I never knew last week will be the last one. So because I just told him that, and I also told him that I here um ako mewakili my friends in Caldeco just want to say thank you so much for teaching us this February, and I also apologize if you are not maximized or we are not, yeah, or when we are doing anything that is maybe disappointed him or just annoys him. I apologize for that, and I also say that I pray for him directly. I say that may your path get easier like you made ours. I said that to close my message, and he answered my message. I prepared that he might not answer my message anymore, but he answered. He said like, "Aman, thank you," and yeah, I think that will be our last message forever. And that's the what is that? That's the story or the backgrounds or the what is that? I don't know. I forgot the words, but that's what happened. And the things I want to share is I have several talks and maybe lessons that I got. The first one is this is not lesson. This is just my talks. Okay, I will be I will never be ready for a farewell for goodbye. I just realized that, and if I reflect from my past, it's always what happened. I just the kind of person that is feel something so deeply, especially when I like something, or I appreciate people. Like, there's a certain group in your life that you just feel like they're so precious for you. And I'm the type of person, when I got this kind of people in my life, I always feel so deeply to them, and it just makes me so hard to move on, like to move on, to letting them go. And I always feel like I want them to be with me or besides me until we are going old. Like, I don't know, is it the impact of reading novels, or it's also inside of me, but in those kinds of novels that you have this close friends group that you are going all together and you are just sharing life together. It is something that I found it so sweet, and it's so meaningful for me. I always think that way when I have some people that I really appreciate and love. And this is not the first time, actually. Like, back then when I'm still in high school, I also have senior high school. I have this two friends that is really really I really appreciate them. And when we are got separate, I feel so sad. Until now, the feelings never changed. And also, when my younger brother, he has to go to boarding school, I'm crying every time I accompany him to go back to boarding school for 3 years. For 3 years ahead, like, I always feel those kind of things so deeply, and it all happened again now in Caleco. And that's why I realized that, yeah, I just realized the path that I have, or the kind of person that I have. Actually, I knew it before, but maybe because the busyness of university, I start to forget this part of me. But right now, I reflect and I just realize, yeah, that's just me, and I'm just the kind of person that love to feel so deeply towards the thing that I really appreciate. And that's why I think, if for example, Allah asked me for, when is the time that you will be ready to say goodbye for these people, I will never be ready for that. I will always want them in my life. Not only Kak Kesar, okay, like my Caldeco's friend from Volume 2. If you ask me, do I want to get separated from them, like now, like we are not talking anymore, we are not even like talk to any each other anymore at all. And do you think I prepare? Do you think I'm ready for that? I'm never ready for that. And also, in this case, when I have to say goodbye for my teacher, I will not never be ready. Especially, I will never be ready. And also, the moment of KDMI 2025, will I be ready to say goodbye for those things? I will never be ready. And that's just the case. And that's why when today's come, I just, after I try to calm down myself, I just try to remind myself that no matter how I want to delay this time will come eventually. Especially because this is already my last year in university. I don't have any choice. Not even my Caldeco's friend, not even Kak Kesar, all of my friends here, I have to say goodbye for them. But and it hurts so much, it hurts so deeply, so hard. And it's also like slapped me on the face, to it just remind me that also academic 2025 is never be uh it's all also done, it's done. I also realized that, even I met Kak Kesar again in this month, in on February, because he is teaching me. It's not KDMI anymore, and the feeling is different. Yeah, we meet each other, but the feeling is not the same when we are in competition together. And that's actually that I'm looking for. like maybe we are looking for that because we are missed those memories, but the moment of academic is will never go back, will never happen again in our life. And the fact that I'm still looking for that, I miss those feelings, miss those memories, miss those vibes of academy. It will never happen again. And even though we are meet each other for 100 times after that, the feeling will not be the same because it's not academy anymore. And I just realized that besides I'm looking for meet Kak Kesar, I also miss the exact part of him that is just exists in academy. When we are being a teammate, we are under pressure, we have to compete towards other teams, we are just getting so nervous waiting for the result for each rounds. That is the thing that actually I miss the most. And the fact that I can just following him everywhere in the competitions and listening to the where the case will be going, it's the thing that I just realized that I'm not letting go of it yet. It's still like I'm still craving to live those moments again, but those moments will never happen again. It's already in the past, and past just stayed in my heart, not in reality anymore. It's not in reality. It will never be in reality anymore. And because of that, I think that even though this is not our last meeting, even though this won't be our last chatting, the thing that I miss is already gone months ago, and nothing I can do about that, or Kak Kesar can do about that. We can't do anything about that. Or the preparations, the regional selections, the national selections, etc., will never happen. And I just think that I have to start to be able to be okay with that fact that yeah, the time already passed, and it passed. And I don't know, but if you ask me how to deal with that, I don't know, but I feel like how can I move on with these things? Like how can I forget about academy? I just that is the bad sides of me. I don't know, it's just a curse or it's blessing, but when I love some conditions, the feeling is so deep here, and it's not moving anywhere. Like I miss academy as much as I miss it in the first day I go back from academy. Like the feeling is not fade away, and I just intentionally don't want it to go away. And I don't know, it's so annoying. That's why I feel like I'm still questioning like how actually I can embrace these memories but in a healthy way, because every time I go to debate now, I just start to seeking for the similarities with the experience that I have from academy, because I just searching for academy moments, because I just can't move on from that. And it's not healthy. I just feel like I'm just start craving like crazy for academy. I'm attending competitions and etc. It's just for academy. That's that's a bad thing actually. And yeah, I just feel that uh yeah, right now I'm still questioning how to move on to academy and how to embrace those memory in a good way, and how to deal with the condition when I have to say goodbye like this. And I don't know, maybe before before I go to the next thing I want to talk about, I just want to say that mm to my to Kak Kesar, I just want to say uh, thank you so much for teaching us for this month. This that message that you sent to me will be our very last message that we will exchange. Maybe it's meant nothing for you, but it meant everything for me because I don't know, you're just something that is so special, especially because you are my teammates in academy that no one can replace the memories. There will be amazing memories too in the future in my life, but these memories will be always be amazing for me, and you are the main part of it. And the fact that we won't talk to each other again, I still don't know how to deal with that, but I just hope that you're always being guided and you are just getting the highest outcomes in your life. You deserve that, and you are just a kind person that is uplift others, and it meant a lot for me. And yeah, you don't know how much your words push me this far in the parliamentary debate, and you're just motivate me so much, and I want to thankful for those things. And I also pray that I hope you can get closer to Allah with salat annually, not bolong-bolong anymore, not even bolong. I hope you can do the rawatib things, like sunnah things, and everything get closer to Allah. That's the thing that I always pray about. I don't have power towards that, and I just hope that you're being protected from any haram relationships. Not in a not because I'm jealous, maybe kind of, but I just pray for that because it's the only way to make Allah love you more, and I just want Allah to love you more because I just want it because it's the best thing that might happen to a person in this world. So I just hope that way, and yeah, maybe you won't remember me again just in a really quick time, but I will never forget it like forever. And uh, yeah, just I don't know, just I will be missing you so much, and so sorry for everything that maybe I'm annoyed you or disappoint you or whatever. Or and please remember me, that I've been there. Like I'm part of your journey and debate in KDMI, which is the first time you got one KDMI, and I'm there. Please remember that. Like the fact that you just remember me just a bit, it just I'm so thankful for that. But at least you know that this hour thing is exists in your life for a really quick time, and that's an amazing times for me. Thank you so much. And the second thing that besides the goodbye things, I want to talk about the perfect time that the perfect times when he said goodbye. I just feel like Allah answered my prayer to become His student again in a miraculous way, and the fact that it ends, I think Allah just ended when I went to the point when I reached the point that maybe I got what I actually needed. Maybe I don't know. I can't decide it, or I can't summarize everything in a blink of an eye. But I just feel like it is Allah just stopped it when I got what I need. Like just so for some examples here. First, I asked Kak Kesar already teach us the very basic things again, and he also gives us the very basic book guidance, like it's including the role of each speakers, how to respond, and how to framing from out. And it is the book's handbook that I needed for exploring and um, to to improve my skills in debate. And secondly, I also got a group that I can't find people to spar with me. And thirdly, I already asked him the very basic thing that I might be needed, and maybe Allah can see it, and so as something that enough for me to the things that I have to ask him directly is already got delivered, and I already got the answer. And I really, if I ask myself, is it enough for me? I will say that it will never be enough. I still have so many things that I want to ask for him. I even already write down some questions for him for my last part about NATO, about narration motions, and about framing and frame out. I already write those things down because I really want to ask him directly about that and consultate it to him. But Allah just decided another way. I think Allah just thought that my question that I asked him is enough. The last time I asked him is about how to get a higher score, and I also got teach how to get a matter, how to see a matter guidance. That's the first thing. Like he got give me the tips to ask GPT to get matter, how to get matter. And the second most important thing is he also already got gave me and us several channels on YouTube to for us to watch. So this kind of YouTube channels they teach us about debate and also debate matter that we might need. And he also already answered my questions uh about getting high score and wait getting high score. He also answered about, I don't know, he also already talked about the KDMI pass that already passed, like our academic moments. We already shared about that too. And I also already told him about the experience that I got from my last competitions, and I just showed my feelings towards him and his teammates, which is Corona. And I think Allah thought that is enough for me. That is enough bakal for me to teach my own self from now on. And it's, I still don't want to accept it, but maybe if I reflect it, yeah, I think yeah, that's enough. I mean, if if my goal is to maximize my potential in parliamentary debate, I think that's enough for that. And I just have to believe that that is enough. And the third lesson that I got is I just have to start to make myself believe in Allah plan more. I just realized that maybe after KDMI and until now, I just pouring so much love and needs towards Kesar, but I kind of forgot that the actual amazing things that accompany me this whole time is Allah actually. I just realized that how broken-hearted I am back then when I got rejected from Bawaslu, but Allah is the only creature that makes me makes me able to go to KDMI and not like I'm about to left KDMI, right, when I'm attending to Bawaslu and I register myself as a delegation for Bawaslu, but Allah just makes it not happen in my life. And how Allah directing my life until I go to KDMI and until I almost failed to pass the regional pass in KDMI selections, and how Allah just guides me and Kak Kesar and I to until we are going to grand final, and how Allah just guides me to meet the people that I fall in love with when I don't have anyone in Kaldeco anymore, which is Kak Firas, Kak Arya, Kak Ilham, Kak Rona. Like it's Allah behind all those things, and I just think that maybe Allah just want to remind me again by stopping me meeting Kak Kesar. Like by stopping me, it just makes me realize this again that this broken heart that I feel right now, I already feel it before in before KDMI, which is in Bawaslu. And yeah, I just have to believe in Allah again. Like this kind of feelings that hurts me so much, it surely will lead me to somewhere. Maybe it just push me to attending myself to international things, for example, or something like that, that is aligned with my future professions or my future plan that I don't know yet right now. But I just have to believe about that, because I never feel so brokenhearted without getting something else after that. Like right away, there's always something that waiting for me, and it's so hard. It's still hard for me to believe that right now, because I feel so, it hurts, because it hurts so much that I can't feel academic again. I don't feel I can pass academic, especially because my teammates for this year, there's no one that is like reach the basic level for a debater to pass to national. You have to need reach a minimum standard, but I don't think I will pass. All of my friends right now will pass it, especially they have other priorities. I don't blame them for that, but I just want to push my hopes towards KDMI, like for this year. I'm not swearing that I will. I'm not. I don't. I won't swear to myself that I will attend KDMI for this year, but I will see. Uh, I will see later, seeing my condition at that time. But I won't swear to myself for that. So I just want to believe. I just force myself to believe right now that Allah is always have a better plan, and the best. He's the best of planner. That's just my description in my WhatsApp. I have to believe that, and and I just have to believe that, even though it's hard. And the fact that I think the other things that I feel so grateful about is because of this thing, because I feel so brokenhearted right now. It just pushed me to watch so much many drama about accepting takdir and just believe in Allah plan, and how to deal with disappointment. And I just hearing some ustads that is talking about, yeah, وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون. It's always my favorite verses, but I just start to forget about that phrase, or maybe not really feel about that. And this moment just makes me feel about that again. And I listening to this drama, it just makes me feel more, my belief just getting stronger about, yeah, in this life, if you are putting yourself, your hopes towards human, you will always be disappointed. And all this time, maybe from the 5 semester, I start to hanging my hopes towards human too much, and I shouldn't do that. I have to put my hopes to Allah more. And it's still hard for me, like, to hang my hopes to Allah again after I left it for this months. And I just hope that I pray, this is in Ramadan, right? I just hope that Allah will guide me to makes me love him as much as I can. And I just, my prayer right now is, I really hopes that I can love Allah so much that even I admire someone after this, or I fell in love with someone after this. I just hope that the feelings will never be above my feeling towards Allah. Like, I want to get close so much to Allah. Like, I want to fall in love with him so much. I don't know how, but I just really want that to happen. And I just feel like Allah is so kind, because at this, even this kind of moments, I deal with this kind of thing when I still have the safety net behind me, which is I still have my family that is still there for me. Just, I just feel like, just imagine if I learn these things when I'm far away already from my family. For example, I already abroad, or my family is not here in this world, or yeah, whatever happened, we will never know. But maybe those people out there that have to face this past, but without having those people. But at the same time, there's another family that I have here, they're still here for me. Like I have Ovi, I have Nisa, I have people in KPK. They're so funny. Even though I'm not aligned, our future is not aligned, but they're there. And also my Starling, which is Dian and Nafa, I got close again with them, and I think it's just a blessing for me. Like Allah really prepared these people around me in this exact time when I have to deal with the final goodbye with the thing that I really love, which is Caldeco and which is Kak Kesar that already accompany me in KDMI, which is just make me clarify again that actually my future that I want is international things and not national thing, and I want to be okay to not fit into the social standards, which is in KPK you have to be a judge, you have to be love the national law, etc., and just law. But in my case, I love more than law. I love law, but in different aspects, like in environment, in feminist, in and minorities in different like international relations. I love law in different shapes, and this is just makes me be okay with that. Even though okay, maybe I won't be fit the standards in KPK anymore because they're just so smart in law. I accept that, and I have to be okay with that because it's not aligned with my future. I will maximize the capacity that I have to like to learn everything about international things because that's the thing that I want, and maybe it just set me back from forcing myself to show up as the best and to get accepted by these people, to get back and reflect and just be okay with the fact that we are different. And that's also the fact that I have to be ready to say goodbye with these people. Right now, we are aligned because we have the same motivations, which is we love to learn. We love to read. We love competitions. We love these things. But in the future, our path is different. The profession that we are looking for is different. I'm looking for to. I want to go abroad. They want to become to support the nations. But all of our intention at the end of the day is a good one, and whatever is that, Caldeco Volume 2, Kak Kesar, Fahril, my Caldeco in Volume 3, and my friends KPK, Starling, everyone, they're just amazing people that came to my life, and I feel so blessed to have them in my life. But uh, yeah, I want to quote these things that I got from TikTok, I think. Special people come into your life and they stay for a while and they have to go. It's sad, but at least the moment that you have with them is a good one, and it's already enough actually. And I want to keep that quote in my life, and I just I just want to say to myself that please don't regret anything that already happened. I mean, stop blaming yourself like for not showing up fully or feeling like you are not doing perfectly or something like that. Just realize that you already tried, you already finished your part. Just believe that it's you already do your best at that time. Maybe sometimes you are tired, etc., but you're just human. It's okay to that you have flaws, but at the end of the day, I believe you try to be to show up as your best. And maybe you are right now you're just not seeing a light in your cave because you're just slap on your face that all the people that you love just have different priorities and just hurt so much. But it just you just have to realize this is the time in your life that you will be more mature. This is the time when you are get maturing yourself, how to deal with saying goodbye, how to deal with uh yeah, the ending of so many things, because this life is at the end of the day, life is temporary, right? Like maybe right now I still have these people that maybe we are not, I think I'm in this because right now I'm in the past that I know we will got separate in no time, like it will happen so fast, but at the same time I'm still in this moment. So already feel the sadness in the from the future, but I also still be here, like I got the pressure, I got the happiness, so it's like the mixed up feelings. That's why I think everyone in their life, maybe if the people, the kind of people that is also reflective like me, just like love to think about so many things, they also feel the same thing. Like it's just messed up. Our life in this moment is just messed up. Like you're questioning about everything, and I just think that back then I think that, oh, I know my directions and I'm ready for, like, because I know my visions, and I know who I am and I want who I want to be. But the life crisis time, it's something that you can avoid, I think, because people, your circle gets smaller, people go, people come, it just hits so much. And maybe that's the thing that hurt so many people in my age too. And I just, the fact that so many people also experience this and also pass this time, it just have to be my way to uplift myself, that if people are already able to space this kind of time, I also be able to do so. And the things that I have to do right now is I have to be so grateful for the things that I have right now and everything that I got in the past, and just not really overthinking for the future, and just enjoying my present, and to learn to deal with the fact that everyone will live my life, even my family in the future, they will also live my life, right? I have to deal with that, and I just have to start hanging myself to Allah only, because He's the only one that will never leave me. Even when I even want to leave myself, He is always there for me, and He will guide me to the best place, to the base, to the best people, to the best intentions, to the best everything that I can't even imagine before. Like this KDMI, how amazing he guiding me, and how amazing everything, that the fact that he built this belief in myself, that how much I love international things, etc., how, what kind of profession that I have. He is the one that guiding me this whole time in miraculous way, and I just have to believe him even more, even though I still have no plan for that. But this is the lesson that I have to remind myself again and again, that the more I don't know about the things, the more I don't have my own plan towards something, is the times when Allah will make that plan. Like he will make the plan himself. And when Allah is the one who making plan, it always turns out amazing. Like turns out amazing. It's always that way, and it turns out amazing. Just look at me now. I know my visions, and who guiding me to this point is Allah, right? And I just have to believe Him once again and again and again until I die. And I believe I will get the best life ever that I never imagined and never think of before. And yeah, for closing this video, I just want to say that I'm so grateful for everyone that I have, for every people that came into my life, because I think I'm so blessed. I never get surrounded by toxic people. Truth to be told, if I reflected, I never, guys. The people that came to my life always a good people, a better people, like people with good attention. I never got betrayed. I never got cheated on. I never got something bad like that people talk about. I never seeing like so wild relations or wild friendship. I don't never experienced that in my life, and the people just teach me something every time, and I knew I will never be can appreciate this if is the only way I can uh, appreciate this if I tried another shoes of the other people in this world. I will saw my condition right now as a really huge privilege that I have, and I believe it now. I believe it so much, even though I haven't tried to different shoes, but I don't want to. I just believe that the people that came to my life just all amazing people, and this is the big biggest blessing that could happen in my life, and I will always be grateful for that, for the people that I have. And lastly, this is really lastly, because we'll never talk again, Ka, and I will leave Jogja soon enough. Thank you for coming to my life. Take care. And I don't know. I still have. I want to ask, like, I want to be your student, or I want to meet you again. But from now on, I don't want to force. Like, I don't want to make an exact prayer, because my feelings right now is so subjective. Right now, I hope that whether we will meet again or not, maybe even last week will be our very last meeting with each other until I go old, until I die. I just want to say thank you so much for for the cross, for crossing my journey in this life. Like, thank you for appeared in my life, at least in a short time. But I'm so grateful for that. And take care. Just always take care of yourself. I'm so grateful for having you as part of my life. Please remember me, okay? And yeah, goodbye. Maybe this is the time to say goodbye directly. Thank you for being my teammates in KDMI. Thank you for teaching me debate. Thank you for introducing me to debate. Thank you for that makes me got acknowledged by many people, because I'm become your teammates, because I'm we won academy together. And thank you for spare your time for us this month to make me able to become your students. From now on, I don't force you to meet you again. I won't force from my prayer. I just love it to Allah. I just pray that whether we will meet again or not, I feel like it will be the best for me, for you, and for everyone. And I just hope that Allah will write something so amazing that makes these hurts just can heal my this hurt that I have, the wounds that I have in my heart. And I know how. Right now, I just can't imagine what kind of thing that can heal this, but I just believe that those kind of thing that can heal me is exists. So that's why I feel like to be ready for saying goodbye. And yeah, thank you so much for be here. See you in the highest on top, and see you maybe in hereafter. I don't know. Please getting closer to Allah.